Welcome back to Marriage Momentum. Today we're discussing strong marriages versus weak marriages. When you think about the word strong and weak, what comes to mind? Strong suggests stability, consistency, resilience, and intentional connection. Weak suggests distance, inconsistency, neglect, and gradual disconnection. See, the truth is strong marriages and weak marriages, they often look alike when you just glance at them on the surface. See, both couples have disagreements, both face stress, both grow through difficult seasons. The difference is found in the patterns they practice over time. Marriages don't become strong or weak overnight. They grow in that direction through daily habits and choices. Let's talk about what separates the two. A strong marriage is not a perfect marriage. There are no perfect marriages. A strong marriage is a relationship where two people continue choosing growth and honesty and grace and teamwork, even during difficult seasons in their life. Some characteristics of a strong marriage include open communication, where both partners feel comfortable expressing their thoughts, feelings, and needs honestly and respectfully. There's emotional safety when each person feels accepted, valued, and secure enough to be vulnerable without fear of being judged or rejected. There's mutual respect, where partners honor each other's opinions, feelings, and individuality, even when they disagree. You're not expecting them to be a clone of you. There's accountability. That means spouses are willing to acknowledge their mistakes, take responsibility, and make changes. A big one is flexibility during change. Couples adapt together through life's transitions rather than resisting or turning against each other. Things change, unexpected events happen, and you have to be willing to make course corrections along the way. There's the ability to repair after conflict. And that means after disagreements, you make efforts to reconnect to your partner, to understand the other person, and restore the relationship. There's commitment to grow. Both of you continually seek to improve yourselves and strengthen the marriage over time. There's trust and consistency. Dependability and follow through create a foundation of confidence and security in your relationship. And lastly, you focus on solutions instead of blaming the other person. You become solution focused instead of blame focused. See, strong marriages often sound like, how can we improve? Help me understand. Are we okay? Let's work through this together. On the other hand, a weak marriage is often marked by unhealthy patterns that go unaddressed over time. Weakness usually develops slowly through neglect and pride, disconnection, or unresolved hurt. Here are some characteristics of a weak marriage. There's constant defensiveness. That means you make excuses, there's denial, or you're constantly trying to protect yourself rather than understanding and taking accountability. There's a lack of communication. Things go unspoken, words are misunderstood, and any meaningful conversation becomes very rare. There is emotional distance. You physically live in the same house, but you feel disconnected emotionally and relationally. There's blame and criticism. Problems are addressed through fault finding and personal attacks instead of teamwork and solutions. There's unresolved resentment because past hurts have never been fully addressed. So bitterness has quietly grown over time. There's avoidance and shutdown. Difficult conversations are ignored, and that prevents issues from being resolved. There's a refusal to grow or listen. One or both partners resist feedback from the other person, making positive change and deeper understanding difficult. Then there's keeping score. Acts of love and sacrifices and mistakes are tracked like a ledger instead of being given freely. We try to one up on our partner. There's negative assumptions. Motives are interpreted through suspicion and negativity rather than trust and goodwill. Weak marriages sound like, we've had this conversation before. Nothing will ever change. What's the point of talking about it? When you honestly evaluate your marriage, do you identify more with the strong characteristics or the weak ones? See, this isn't about condemnation or assigning blame. It's about awareness. We can't change what we're unwilling to acknowledge. Every marriage experiences seasons of strength and weakness, but healthy couples are willing to recognize where they are and take intentional steps toward growth. So, as I close today, remember this: the goal isn't perfection, the goal is progress. Here are 3 things you can do this week to strengthen your marriage. 1, have one meaningful conversation. Put away any distractions and spend 15 minutes asking each other, how are we really doing? 2, own just one thing. Take responsibility for one attitude, habit, or behavior that may be creating distance in your relationship. And 3, do one intentional act of connection. Write a note, plan a date, give them some encouragement, or simply spend quality time together without discussing any problems. So I hope I said something that sparked your attention and encourage you to take a positive step forward in your marriage. Until next time, this is Marriage Momentum, where strong marriages don't stand still, they build momentum.